how's it going? I can see so much happening in the chat. Hello, Yash. I'm sorry for the delay. Uh, it's I talk so much. I make sure when I start, I'm good to go. Hi, Isha. Hi, good to times. Hi, critics. Hello, ID respectfully. Hello, Nishu. So many of y'all are here today. I'm so happy to see y'all. That is true. Yash is basically an FPH expert at this point. Him, Arman, you can ask anything. All right, folks. Let's start right away. And then after the slides, you all know I hang out and talk, and I just love talking to everyone. Hi there, Kaino. Kino, I'm sorry. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. If you can tell me the right pronunciation, though, I'd be really happy to know. Hi, Nishu. Welcome back. Hi, Arman. All good. Hi there. Wow, y'all really make me work hard to read your usernames. Abigail, I hope I got it right. Hi Ayush. Alright folks, let's start with the slides. I see your chat. I'm keeping a tab on it. And yeah, if y'all have any questions, keep them coming. I'll try and go back to them in case I miss them. Y'all know how much I ramble. You just circle back, yeah? Awesome. Great. This is a really nice weekend. I love this theme for weekend, and I think I'll be doing a lot of projects with you all as well. Alright, so let's get started right away. Hi, folks. In case you all are joining us for the first time, I'm Prithvi. I have been a coach at MLH for almost 2 years now, in less than a couple of months. And yeah, I identify as a maker, as my background suggests. Right? I love showing it off. The hackers who know me know that. And yeah, if you all ever want to stay in touch with me, you can of course follow Emily Hacks because they post about the hackathons happening every weekend, and of course my handle is on the screen as well. Alright, so right now you're at a hackathon hosted by MLH. Right? So what's an MLH hosted hackathon? Which means that so MLH usually does member events, which is when you all organize hackathons, we come and support it. But these hackathons are completely planned, organized, brainstorm, everything is done by MLH. And of course, some of you active members know that we take your feedback very seriously. So if you all tell us that, hey, you know what, this can be better, we implement it. And we're so excited to have you. As you can tell, I'm always excited to be here. I know it's been a while since I've been on an FPH or GSW for that matter. So I'm so happy to be back. And again, so each of these events, if you're here for the first time, has an inspiration for y'all, right? So that when y'all are, all talking about the same thing. Normal hackathons, which are open-ended, everyone's solving such big problems. Over here, we help you simplify it by giving you little lines of thought, right? So welcome to Hack Your Portfolio. And I especially love this one because I have been trying to make my portfolio for so long. I'm actually going to sit down and hack with you all this weekend. So you'll probably find me in the voice channel tomorrow, hacking away at my own portfolio. Maybe even my studio portfolio. Alright, so irrespective of where you're hacking from, initially we had a little NA APAC region experiment where we, tried to be a little more concentrated to our time zones. Turns out you all like working together. So we're letting you all join irrespective of where you are and what time zone you all are in. This hackathon's open to everyone. Okay, so it's all about building hacks that enhance your personal profiles, or basically that you show, you know what, I learned this weekend and added something to my portfolio. Right? So build your favorite hacks together. This is literally about you. It's about you showing yourself off. You know how we discourage self promotion, emulation. But this is your weekend. Make your projects, all about you, right? Awesome. So feel free to hack on whatever. This is just an inspiration, all right. So if y'all think that, hey, you know what, I think I don't really need to show myself off. People know me already. Go ahead, solve bigger problems, solve for the environment. We do have sponsor categories that we judge irrespective of the theme, right? Awesome. So starting right now, there's always an emulator here that y'all can pester. Come ask us about anything. Y'all know my mini events are mostly about everything but the mini event. So come join us, and yeah, if y'all have any questions, any questions, y'all can come and ask us. And otherwise, like I said, just hang out with us. So these are your three emulators this weekend. If y'all have already met me, there's Amy and Shreyasi, who are also awesome coaches to hang out with. Right? What is Major League Hacking? again. So, if y'all have ever attended a hackathon, if y'all have ever attended a GHW, or y'all are applying to fellowships, this is all basically Major League Hacking. Our mission is to empower hackers, and anything and everything that we do is for you. So y'all, from okay, you want to learn something, so we came up with GHW. Y'all are like, you know what, I want to test out what we learned. We came up with hackathons and we support hackathons, and then you'll be like, you know what, I'm ready for the real world, but not maybe not a company, so we have fellowships, right? So we have everything that we do for you, and of course we always take the feedback that y'all give very seriously. So if y'all have any, definitely get in touch with either the coaches or the direct full-time team, right? Awesome. So we are the global hacker community. Y'all are the global hacker community. Over 500,000 of y'all join us, through various events and make an impact on everyone involved, right? So, you know how we have brownie points? Those virtual points that you encourage you to keep going. We have something called the community points. So every time you participate, every time you get your friends, we're giving you a lot of community points. You all just don't know it, right? All right, folks. So, speaking of GHW, we have a GHW happening and starting on Monday. And yes, I'm streaming this time. Not sure about the topics just yet. So keep an eye out on the schedule. And go to this link if you all have no clue what GHW is. Alright, awesome. So, okay, we're doing it on Discord and we have a theme. But what exactly are we doing? Well, we have tons of fun events planned just for you all. Alright, so the next 48 hours are jam packed with activities, mini events, hacky hangouts, and this is basically the time to learn, share, and make friends, right? And if you all have ever attended my tips and tricks on hackathons, you all know how much I encourage you all to go and network and talk to people around you. Y'all are hackers, and y'all are hackers because y'all empathize with the world, and it's always nice to have empathizing friends, right? So we have mini events planned for you all throughout the weekend. Some of them are friendly to your time zone, some of them aren't. So join whichever makes sense to you. All right. So first we have Build a CV happening quite soon, actually, in an hour and a half. Amy will be conducting it, and Amy is amazing at giving feedback. So you'll be building a CV with Amy. Then we have Hack the Technical Interview tomorrow with me at 1 p.m. Now, heads up, not the most technical person when it comes to software, but I have tons of IoT tips to give. All right. All right, next we have the Scribble mini event. This is one of my favorite mini events. I know you all have a lot of fun. This is happening at 9:30 p.m. IST tomorrow. And then we have a good question. So, how do you get to know the hackers this weekend? If you all are in a mini event, you all are constantly interacting, right? So, how do you actually talk to the other hackers? Well, we have something called the Hacker Hangouts, which are again very infamous for y'all spamming us with your anime recommendations, song recommendation, and sometimes Batman movies, right? So, look, these are the Hacky Hangouts happening. That's today at 9 p.m. and tomorrow at 10 p.m. ET. These are ET times, folks. All right, awesome. So speaking of Discord, what else do we need to know this weekend? Well, you all need to know that everything we do at this hackathon happens on Discord and well dev post. That's where you make all your submissions, right? But Discord's important because you all need to go to the right channel and check in so that you all are constantly updated about the announcements, about the chats, about the different events happening, right? Awesome. So if you all aren't already on Discord, this is the link that you all can go to, and you'll be able to sign up for Discord. All right. So head to the channel scroll and select. This is my bad, folks. The slides are wrong. You need to select Hack Your Portfolio, not High School Hacks, and yeah, you'll be signed up. Make sure that you go and check in. You'll be able to see the channels pop up as soon as you check in, right? Related to Hack Your Portfolio. Next, we send you swag every time you participate in a hackathon, regardless of whether or not you submit, right? We have a different incentive for you to submit later, right? So if you want us to send swag, please fill out the address form and register, right? So you have to register at this link. All the links that I talk about right now are on the announcements channel in Discord. So if you all have trouble finding that, let me know in the chat here. I'll help you out to the channel. Awesome. And once you check into the event, guess what? You already signed up for swag. Of course, make sure that you update your address on this. You can fill this out as many times. Don't worry about it because we just delete duplicate entries and we let the latest one stay. All right. So make sure that the last one you fill is the correct one. Okay, like I said, irrespective of the theme, we have some amazing partners who help us out and help you incentivize regardless of what you're building, right? So we have GitHub. I always love talking about GitHub. GitHub has so many tools and so many ways that you can use it. And this is the price category called creative use of GitHub, folks. So while uploading your code to your repository is a good start, I know you all are capable of doing a lot more, right? So from using GitHub Actions to GitHub Pages to GitHub Project, you all can be so creative with just GitHub. If you all just create a really fancy README, that's good enough. Plus, this weekend is Hack Your Portfolio. So I will consider submissions that you all do to make your profile page look very fancy. I don't know if you all don't know what I'm talking about. Let me know. I'm happy to post an example in Discord. But you also, when you open GitHub profile, your profile, there's a page that pops up. There's a README that you all can populate with your information. So I am happy to see you all work on that as well. All right, but it's about being creative. It's about being quirky. So do not stop with just uploading code to the repo. All right. Also, next we have MongoDB Atlas. Remember, the price is for MongoDB Atlas. So make sure that you use Atlas if you want to qualify for the prize. And this is a tip and trick I always mention. Be very obvious in your submission where you've used Atlas, because half our time goes into making sure that you've used Atlas, right? So if you tell us where exactly you've used Atlas, it becomes much easier for us to say, okay, this is a good project, I like it, right? So MongoDB is a great tool, cloud tool to access databases. So go ahead, check that out. All right. Then we have domain.com. I know all your hacks have beautiful stories, and what's better than a story with a home, right? So domain.com helps you give homes to your stories and helps us find it easily. So you all can go ahead, claim a free domain using the code flashing in front of you. If you all can't take the code right now, it's also there in the frequent questions on Discord, which is also tagged in the announcements channel. But in case you still have a trouble finding it, reach out to me. All right. Awesome. Next, we have our blockchain partner, Hedera. We are giving out prizes, glorious modular keyboards to people who use blockchain in the best way. And when I say best, again, it can be creative, it can be quirky, it can be something that you're using for the first time. Plus, it's your portfolio, remember. So you need to show off yourself, right? Awesome, folks. These are our partners this weekend. And we have the best accessibility hack by Fidelity. Like I said, if you all don't want to work on your portfolio, you all can always work on hacks that help make other people's lives easier, right? So we're giving out branded wireless chargers for accessibility hack. Awesome. So these are all our sponsor prizes. We don't have just these prizes this weekend. We also have M&H prize category called the best portfolio generator. Uh, it's as obvious as the name. We want to see if you can help others generate their portfolios while adding a gem to yours, right? So awesome, great. And then we have the best beginner hack. Remember, for this price category, we need 50% of your team to be beginners. All right, and I know you all. I see most of the names familiar, so I know you all already are acquainted. But again, if you have any questions regarding this, you all can reach out to me on Discord. And of course, if I go off to sleep, there's always going to be one in my lecture around to help answer your questions. Again, these are the prizes with their definitions. And if you all have again any more questions regarding the categories, feel free to ask us now instead of to ask before the submission when we can barely help you out. Perfect. Awesome. So this is a Capital One event. That means you all can get t-shirts. I am pretty sure we only send t-shirts to folks based out of NA, but because this is the Capital One event, you could get it even if you're in APAC. So definitely aim for one of the prizes, folks. I see so many questions, but they're also getting answered. So I mean, yeah, next time we just have a recorded ceremony. What else is going on this weekend? Well, we are expecting you all to apply to fellowship, and this is such a great weekend to do that because you all are actually working on your portfolios. So work on your portfolios, make a cool website, and apply to fellowship right away. You know what? I might actually do a stream with me applying to fellowship on Sunday as well. So if you all want to join that, or if you all want me to do that for sure, let me know. I know I get a lot of questions on LinkedIn as well about fellowship. Just in case you all are planning to message me later about it, I do not know a lot about fellowship. We have a dedicated fellowship team which answers your questions on Discord. So if you all have trouble finding those channels, again, tag me. You can't tag MLHs directly, tag at Active MLHs, but we'll get back to you ASAP, and the fellowship team will get back to you ASAP. Awesome. There's a nice link flashing in front of you again. If you all want to know more and are hearing about this for the first time, go ahead, check it out. All right. What else do you need to be successful this weekend? You need to submit a demo, right? Remember, I told you that we give you swag regardless of you submitting a demo. But if you do submit a demo, we give you this very, very cool, limited edition sticker, which is customized as per the hackathon happening that weekend, which means you all can have these really cool grids on your laptop every time you participate in a hackathon with MLH, right? So again, it doesn't matter how much you've completed, or if you've completed or not, right? Go ahead. If you even started the code, upload it to GitHub and show me that, hey, I did think of submitting a project, and that's great, right? You'll still qualify for the GitHub prize, and you can always just click it on GitHub, play around with it. CodeSpace is a new thing that I've been exploring myself, and submit it, right? Submit what you've built. An extra sticker won't hurt. Okay, how do you create a great demo? That's a great question. Always make a 2-minute video. Y'all can have more information. So here's another good tip to follow. If you have a lot of information, make multiple videos. Have a main video and tell that you've explained further your code base, the usage of a category, further and further videos. But keep your main demo video short and sweet. Remember, focus on the code, focus on your work rather than the idea. All right. And again, like I said, not just a set of slides, but actually what you've built. It doesn't matter if it looks, well, not the best, but it's there, and that's your work, and that's your work that we want to see. All right. Include a public code repo. Avoid using drive links. I know when you all use Unity, you all don't have a choice, but remember, when you go to Unity, you can also remove the folder with the assets, because I can't really see the assets anyway, and only upload the code, right? So make sure it's a public code repo which is easily accessible. A lot of you all also forget to make the repo public, and then I can't see it in time to charge, and by the time I get to you, the hackathon's over and the charging is over. So make sure it's a public code repo. And there is a really cool video that one of our coaches, Jack, has created, which I keep saying when you all ask me about demo. I will reshare it in Discord on Sunday. All right. Finally, submit your project here. This is also on Discord announcements with the opening ceremony. But if you can't find it, reach out to me. I'm here for you to pester. All right, folks. On a very serious note, I like being nice because y'all are amazing. Y'all like me because I am nice to you, and that's how it works, right? MLH has a very strict code of conduct, right? Which means that I know it's not easy. I know hackathons are daunting. It's scary, and I know y'all get anxious, right, as the deadline approaches. But be nice, be patient. That's what y'all are here to learn, right? Navigating these situations. And if y'all feel unsafe, or you feel like someone's not being nice to you, y'all can always reach out to us. Of course, y'all can reach out to me, but if y'all want to stay anonymous, when you go to this link, there are numbers and emails specific to your region. Y'all can reach out to MLH, and we take every incident very seriously and make sure that you all feel safe. All right, let's keep in touch again. Follow Major League Hacking if you all aren't able to participate in a hackathon for some reason or the other, or are just planning to hang around this weekend and ramble on with me. Y'all can always know about future hackathons through MLH social media. Let everyone know that you're hacking this weekend using these hashtag and tagging MLH. MLH does retweet your, especially if y'all go out of the way and showcase what y'all are building, or what your setup is. Again, it's your weekend, right? It's literally a weekend to show yourself off. Do that. Alright, so my advice for you this weekend, and you all know this if you all have attended my videos again, is team up and have fun, right? Teaming up really helps. It again helps you navigate a lot of soft skills and practice a lot of soft skills. And you can go to team building channel and find yourself a new team, or mix and match. If you all know, okay, two teams always work together, reach out, challenge yourself basically. And we do have a team formation activity happening in an hour on Discord, so keep an eye out for that. If you all have any questions and concerns right now, live Q&A is now. So I'm going to remove the slides for a bit, and I'm up for questions, and I see so much in the chat. Folks, if you all ask me a question, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to go back and refer to it. So if you all have a question that I haven't seen, now is the time to ask. But kudos to Arman and Yash for getting to the questions before I even read them. Hi there. That is so true. Thank you so much, Arman. That's a great advice. You all can team up regardless of your skill set. It's all about learning together. One of the hackathons, I ran out of power and I couldn't get the project in that I could do. So I just sat and filled out the dev post, made the demo video, which was a great help to the team as well. So that's a great way to go about contributing to a team. So that's a great question. Fellowship happen in cohorts, and if you miss some cohort's deadline, there's always a next cohort. The applications are open throughout, so you all can go to the applications. You will see the cohort that you want to apply to. Regardless, fellowship announcements happen on Discord as well. You all can check out the dates there or on the website. It does. It totally does qualify as a hack. Code Sadhu. Love the username. Getting to the questions, Arman. Thank you for reminding. Will do, Yash. All right. Um, Welcome to Hackathons Archives Code. You're gonna love it. It's a great experience, and this is your first hackathon. So let's take it step by step. First, make sure you're on Discord. Once you sign up to Discord, if you have a little trouble, it's very intuitive. The entire thing. I'm sure you'll figure it out. But in case you have trouble, just whatever channel you see, quickly tag at Active Emulators. I'll see you asking for help, and I'll add you to the right channels, or I'll help you get added to the right channels. Yes, literally anything under the sun. If you all feel like building a web page that just has your name, that's a good enough hack. Uh, I cannot anymore, unfortunately, Arman, because we had some internal changes in Discord. But I'm very happy to guide them. And I know Silent Mama was an active participant earlier. I don't forget hackers that interact with me. But I remember the username and help them out on Discord right after the opening ceremony. Well, it's not too lighting, actually. Yeah. So I always set up my workstation to look better in the evenings because I have a call in the evening, and GHW for me is always in the morning. All right. Yes, this stream will be available on YouTube. It takes a few hours. It's available on Twitch right after this, though. Thank you, Arman. If you have trouble finding this archives code, let me know again. Wherever you are in Discord, just tag at Active Emulators, and I shall get there. I am so sorry. I can't give you many details on this because I am not part of the fellowship team. But we have some very cool videos done by the fellowship team on YouTube and Twitch. So you can just go and check it out. I watch the videos and I get a lot of information from them. I'm sure they'll be super helpful to your questions. You can't see the slides after this. I'll just quickly take you through the role assignment steps again. But basically, you need to search for the channel called Check In Hack This Portfolio. And if you find that, you just need to go click on the reaction emoji there, and you're set. In case you still have trouble, I'm happy to walk you through the slides. But this video will be available right after the stream, so you can just go back and look at it as well. Okay. So many questions, folks. It is. It is a very, very creative use of Salad Mama. It does. I've stopped keeping a tab on what's changing on the desk at this point. So, XX Warrior, there is a channel called Hack This Portfolio. If you're having trouble finding it, go to the search and search for just portfolio word, and it should be slightly easier to find. This is such great advice, folks. Not today, but after today. Basically, anytime after this, even if you start on Sunday, that's fine. But you couldn't have started it before. And the video too needs to you need to make sure that it's recorded this weekend. And you need to say the name of the hackathon. Tell us what you're building in the start of the video. All the guidelines are there on that post when you go to submission. All right, I am through with all the questions. Did I miss any of the questions? If I did miss your question, go ahead, type it again. I am on the latest comment, and I see again Arman, Gaming Skull, and Yash being super prompt at answering questions. But cool. So if there's no Q and A, and you all have just general questions about MLH, what you all are up to this weekend, if you all just want to share something with me, yes, you can Akib's Code. We actually encourage you all to participate in a hackathon run by Emily, specifically for fellowship. So you all can just make the project title that hey, this is my project for fellowship. But we would of course want you to try and solve actual problems too because that shows us your approach to a problem. Sure, Abdul. So all the submission details are already on DevPost, and the DevPost link is in Discord, and I'm happy to share it in the chat again. Uh, but yeah, so basically, you want to submit a public code repo, you want to submit a demo video. These are the two things that we make sure that the judges have. So if there's any project that does not have either, it automatically gets disqualified. Not because it's not a good project, but because it's the basic condition for us to consider it for judging. All right. This sounds like a very smart sentence, and I'm going to say yes. Yes, you all can basically make a package with web components. You all can create a new library. Those are all great projects. A lot of times we have hackers submit just scripts, which is also amazing, right? Yes, Arman. I love the amount of times I have completely ignored. I is that a provoking? Are you trying to provoke me to telling people how much I love stories? That's a great question. So when you upload on YouTube, I can see the date that you uploaded it on, and when I go to GitHub, I can see your commit history. So I can see when you all started the project, when you all created the repository. That's how I know you all started it this weekend. Makes sense. Oh my God, you have nano leaf lights. I would love nano leaf lights. Did you win it in a hackathon? That is great. We love beginners. We love when you all come and start your journeys, hackathon journeys with us. So, if you all are confused about what you want to build, just start by looking up sponsors, right? I give you five names: GitHub, Fidelity, Domain.com. Can you all remind me about the other two? MongoDB and Hedera. See, I remember all five. So go ahead, look up the sponsors, start reading the documentation, and if you don't even do that, just start with HTML. Go ahead, write your name in the center of the page, and then keep adding your details. And if you're just asking about the hackathon, then just follow the guidelines. Go to frequent questions, and then there's something on support tickets. Just go ahead, create as many as you like when you get questions, and I'm happy to answer. Although putting your questions on normal chat will help because, as you can tell, the hackers are much better at answering questions. All right. Yes, we are, Dave Shah. We're building portfolio websites this weekend. So Nanoleaf Arman are these really cool touch lights, and you can like basically like Lego of lights. It's very cool. Look it up. That is such great advice again. That is very true. This is great advice again. Oh, don't worry, Ash. We do a very thorough cheating check, and of course, sometimes we miss out. And you hackers are very helpful at telling us that hey, this is not an original project. Although we also trust you all a lot, and we always give you the benefit of doubt because I know we know you all are learning, and sometimes when you all follow tutorials, the code matches, right? So if you all mention that you all followed some tutorial, we're more than happy to consider your project. It is Happy Pathfinder. Create username again. I love the reinforcement of thought that you're doing there. That is a great question. You can go on to team building channel in Discord, and you can just talk about what you like to do, what you would like to build, or what you're planning to learn. And you can either go see who all are looking for teams and reach out to them, or let people reach out to you. Again, yeah, Hacky Hangouts, mini events, those are all great places to meet people too. So there's one starting in, I think, less than an hour. You can go hang out there. Absolutely, Ranchit. You can go ahead, start with Python, you can start with Bash scripting, you can start with simple stuff. Just make sure you're learning and having fun. That is again great advice. Exactly. So if you're worried about that, make it very obvious that hey, you're using a template or you're using a fork, which is very much allowed. Absolutely, Sony Lomo. You're more than welcome to hack solo. But again, personal advice is finding people and working with them is always fun. And it gives you so many stories to tell. Exactly. I like how you all are having a competition to answer the hacker questions. Wow, I caught up with the chat again. Y'all are typing so fast. I'm actually having a lot of trouble keeping up with the chat. Yes, you did it, man. And I'm so proud of y'all. You, Yashini, and Christine. Great job, y'all. I know y'all are future coaches, one way or another. Oh, you're one. Well, it's a healthy competition. I support it. Just make sure that if you all don't know information, you all let the hacker know that they should probably check in with someone who does know information. Apart from that, great job. No, 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 you do not have to stick in this stream right now. It's over. All the information I had to give is done. You all can go start hacking. I'm going to hang out in another 5 minutes if you all have any other questions. And I'm there on Discord anyway throughout the next 25 minutes before Amy comes in. But you all will love Amy, so I'm not worried. Bye bye. Best of luck. I'll see you in Discord. Don't worry. You don't have to apologize for asking questions. That's what I'm here for. Uh, The links for the sponsors are in the frequent questions and they're listed on DevPost. You know what? Let me quickly drop a link for you all at both the places. But in case you lose the chat again, it's there in the announcements that I last made. Alright, this is the submission link, folks, on DevPost. And over here, oh, there we go. Arman beat me to it again. But for the sake of it, I'm going to share it anyway because it goes on all three channels and not just Twitch. Uh, yeah, so this is the link on DevPost where you can see all the price categories, all the guidelines, and all the links are there again. Apart from that, we also have a frequent questions channel. Let me quickly pick up the link to that channel and share that as well. And there we go. Thank you, Dev Saha. Dev Saha. That's an interesting name. I don't understand the the reference here. Thank you again, Arman. Did someone ask the deadline? So you can submit it right away. So here's a very good tip and trick for you all to follow. Start your projects and submit them right away. Right? You can make all kinds of changes, edit the name, edit the theme, right till the last minute, including the 15 minutes late submission time. But if you all don't submit it until the late submission, and then I don't have any data of your project, then I can't even, let you all edit the project later, right? So a really good way to go about it is submit it right now. Like if you know your team, just go ahead, create a submission and get to the end and submit it. And yeah, you all can edit it until the last minute of the hackathon. What was in resources? I'm sorry, did you all ask for something and I couldn't? I'm pro tip. Yes, tip trick. We'll come up with a new name just because I keep messing it up every time. Yes, that'll be our meme. Hack your portfolio meme. I'm sorry, what option are we talking about here? I hope you all got the answers to your question. In case I missed it, I'm so confused with the chat. Just ask again. I'll be able to answer it better. No, you can build anything and you can improve your portfolio. Although we do not accept half code bases, so I'd suggest you start a new code base and build upon that. Uh, I'm sorry, of what project? Call project? Is that autocorrect at work? Ranchit, can you ask again? What project? I don't understand. What's called project? Ah, I know. Nice. I got it now. That's a very nice name. All right, folks. I think I'm gonna start wrapping up. Oh, cool project. I knew it was something I should have guessed. But a cool project, like I said, right? One of my favorite projects on GitHub was one of the teams. They actually made a project and on GitHub, like a GitHub project, and GitHub project is like Jira, where you can make tickets for your issues. So how, in a production code base, what happens is it's a huge base, right? And you're working on tiny features. What happens is these tiny tasks that converted into tickets, and then you pick up tickets, you complete the tickets, and you mark them as done. So this team, they created an entire project board, and they gave each other, like they made entire tickets for all the tasks that they had to do. That actually assigned each other on the board, and that was how simple it was. But I loved the effort and the organization that went into it. So that was a really cool, and the project was pretty great too. But I loved the effort that they put into, okay, you're doing this, I'm doing this, and I'm going to show that I did it. Is this the same Rive that does animations for Duolingo? All right, I hope I answered your question, Ranchit. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna now wrap up this stream. If you all have any, oh, it is that one. Awesome. Yes, I have heard a lot about it as well. Anyhow, I love Duolingo, so yes, appreciate Rive. Awesome, folks. I'm gonna wrap up the stream, and I'm there on Discord for the next 15 minutes for you all to pester. After that, there's Amy, and again, if you all have trouble finding anything, tag at Active Emulators. If not me, someone will definitely be able to help you out in less than 15 minutes. And well, there are hackers who reach out in less than a minute, so I'm not worried at all about y'all getting away. All right, bye, folks. I shall see you in Discord.